If there exists a place on Earth where ancient history and natural masterpieces merge into one, a place that blurs the line between reality and surreal dreams, then it is surely Italy, a Mediterranean land of breathtaking beauty that leaves the world spellbound. Here, nature possesses not merely a tranquil charm, but a wondrous power that defies all visual conventions. It is a land of jagged limestone peaks that pierce the sky, shifting their hues with every passing moment of the day. Where ancient settlements were carved deep into the rock face millennia ago, and where sheer cliffs plunge dramatically into the depths of the dark, vast ocean. What makes this country truly surreal is not just the grandeur of its landscapes, but the way humanity has etched its own existence into them. Every corner here represents a dialogue between the primal power of the earth and the enduring vitality of humankind. Join us on a journey to discover the most mysterious, magnificent, and unbelievable locations in the heart of Europe. Welcome to Italy. An entire sprawling city was carved directly into the heart of a limestone mountain 10,000 years ago. Matera appears before the eyes like a colossal, pale gray honeycomb perched precariously on the edge of the Gravina di Matera ravine. The landscape here defies all conventional notions of urban space. Ancient cave dwellings known as sassi are stacked in countless tiers. The roof of a lower dwelling serves as the walkway for the level above. You might walk along a street, yet you are actually standing atop another living space situated beneath you. The entire structure resembles a natural geological formation sculpted by the earth rather than a product of human hands. In the mid-20th century, this place was regarded as the darkest hell in Italy. Tens of thousands of people lived alongside their livestock in gloomy caves that lacked drainage systems. Disease and harsh living conditions led to the relocation of the entire population in 1952, leaving Matera a completely abandoned ghost town. It was precisely this isolation that preserved this unique Stone Age urban structure. allowing it to survive to the present day. As dusk falls, the cliffs of Sassi di Matera begin to reflect a warm, earthy orange glow. The entire valley lights up with thousands of small golden lamps set deep into the mountainside. Flocks of swifts wheel and soar around ancient bell towers, such as that of the Chiesa di San Pietro Caveoso, a sacred, surreal stillness envelops the atmosphere. Matera stands there like a stone time machine, defying the ravages of 1,000 years. Anyone who happens to wander into the hills of the Valle d'Itria might feel as though they have stepped through a time portal onto another planet. Thousands of conical, grayish roofs rising above stark white walls create a truly otherworldly landscape. These are the ancient stone dwellings known as trulli, found in Alberobello. What makes them most remarkable is their unconventional construction technique. The entire conical roof is assembled simply by stacking flat limestone slabs known as ciancarelle upon one another. Beneath, the walls are whitewashed, gleaming brilliantly in the Mediterranean sun. The contrast between the dark grey stone roofs and the dazzling white walls creates a striking visual impact. Vibrant climbing flowers cascade down beside small wooden doorways. Afternoon sunlight filtering through the narrow alleys of the Rione Monti district highlights ancient spiritual symbols painted in white lime on the roofs. A few stray cats bask lazily on the stone steps. Alberobello stands as proof that a makeshift, temporary solution can evolve into a unique architectural heritage. Viewed from afar, amidst a fertile plain teeming with ancient olive trees, Ostuni appears atop its hill like a radiant band of white clouds set against the deep blue sky. It is known as La Città Bianca. Color has been almost entirely stripped away in Ostuni, giving way to a state of absolute, pristine white. Every wall, cobblestone street, and archway in the city is coated in a thick layer of white lime. This tradition dates back to the Middle Ages. The white lime coating reflects the intense summer sun of southern Italy. At the same time, the chemical properties of the lime act as a natural disinfectant, helping the city survive historical epidemics. Ostuni's topography offers a spectacular natural vista. The town sits upon 3 hills in the Murgia region, overlooking the turquoise waters of the Adriatic coast. From the Corso Vittorio Emanuele viewpoint, one can gaze across the endless expanse of olive groves stretching all the way to the water's edge. The interplay of the white architecture, the green valley, and the deep blue ocean creates a perfect landscape. Venturing deeper into the historic center, steep, winding streets reveal unexpected corners. Brilliant sunlight streams through emerald green wooden shutters that stand out against the white walls. Pots of vibrant purple petunias add splashes of color to the corners of old porches. The air carries the salty tang of the sea breeze blowing in from the ocean. Ostuni possesses an elegant, gentle beauty, yet it is striking enough to leave a lasting visual impact on anyone who beholds it. How can a city survive by compressing its entire ancient heart onto a sheer cliff, completely isolated from the modern world below? Bergamo Alta is precisely such a remarkable feat of spatial compression. The city is split into 2 contrasting worlds. Below lies a bustling modern metropolis. Atop the mountain sits Bergamo Alta, a medieval fortress perched securely on a massive rocky outcrop. Enveloping this city in the clouds is a towering stone fortification known as the Venetian Walls, stretching over 6 kilometers in length. The only way to reach this realm is via the Bergamo Alta funicular, which climbs the steep cliffside. As the carriage cuts through the thick mist, the modern world below instantly vanishes. Revealed ahead are silent stone squares like Piazza Vecchia, where the ancient Campanon Tower stands majestically against the void. From the dizzying heights of the Venetian walls, one can gaze out over the Lombardy Valley as it stretches toward the foothills of the Alps. Distant snow-capped peaks loom behind solitary cypress trees. At night, lights from the fortress illuminate the Cappella Corleone, creating a glowing halo suspended in the darkness. Bergamo Alta stands there like a forgotten city, suspended amidst the clouds. Imagine a colossal blade of rock, thousands of meters high, jutting sharply into the sky from a carpet of lush green grass. Mount Seceda and the Tre Cime di Lavaredo, a trio of towering rock spires, rank among the most surreal geological formations on Earth. This entire limestone massif originated as coral reefs resting deep beneath an ancient ocean hundreds of millions of years ago. The violent collision of tectonic plates thrust these formations upward to altitudes exceeding 3,000 meters. The north face of Seceda is a sheer, barren, grey precipice that rises almost vertically. In contrast, the southern side features a sweeping expanse of vibrant green meadow, seemingly suspended amidst the clouds. A magical optical phenomenon known as enrosadira transforms these cliffs at sunset. The unique carbonate minerals within the coral rock begin to catch and reflect the light. The entire grey mountain range suddenly ignites in brilliant pink, gradually deepening into a rich violet like a colossal gemstone burning in mid-air. Along dizzyingly narrow ledges, alpine ibex distinguished by their curved horns move with ease across near vertical, 80-degree rock faces. The wind whistles through jagged crevices, creating eerie, echoing sounds that reverberate across the valley. The landscape bears no trace of human presence, existing instead as a raw, dramatic geological scar carved by nature itself. How does Europe's most violently active volcano stand in solitary majesty amidst the ocean? Its snow-capped peak rising above pitch-black rock. Mount Etna is a geological behemoth that exudes a breathtaking, primal menace. The landscape is utterly transformed after every eruption. The ground beneath your feet is not ordinary earth or stone, but vast expanses of rough, razor-sharp black lava rock. As you ascend, the air grows thick with the pungent odor of sulfur. Subsidiary craters, such as Silvestri, gouge deep into the earth, resembling the massive craters found on the surface of the Moon. A stark, dramatic natural contrast plays out at the summit. In winter, a blanket of pure white snow covers the jet-black cliffs. Yet, beneath that ice and snow, streams of magma glow fiery red, smoldering at temperatures of thousands of degrees Celsius. Massive columns of white smoke billow continuously from the earth into the brilliant blue sky, creating a truly surreal spectacle. Life here clings to existence in a harsh, unforgiving environment. Over time, weathered volcanic ash has created a habitat at the mountain's base for ancient cypress trees and Mediterranean tortoises. At night, glowing red lava flows in torrents down the dark mountain slopes. Mount Etna stands as a vent for the Earth's fiery, primal energy. The Gola del Alcantara Gorge appears as a bizarre geological fissure. Resembling a landscape from a fantasy world. The entire gorge is composed of hexagonal basalt columns standing parallel to one another, like colossal stalagmites. As molten lava from the volcano flowed down into the Alcantara River, the freezing water caused the rock mass to cool rapidly. This instantaneous geological transformation fractured the rock into sharp, winding walls that look like waves frozen mid-motion. The atmosphere at the bottom of the gorge is a testament to nature's fierce, elemental clash. Icy, turquoise waters rush past the glossy, jet-black basalt formation. Rare shafts of sunlight filtering through the towering, sheer cliffs rising dozens of meters high reflect off the angular rock faces, creating surreal optical effects. Vegetation finds it nearly impossible to take root on these rugged basalt walls. Only Mediterranean brook trout swim against the swift current, while kingfishers dart between the narrow canyon walls. The only sound echoing through the gorge is the roar of water pounding relentlessly against the primordial rock. Lago dell'Alcantara stands as a testament to the breathtaking collision between Earth's fire and water. Can you believe in a coastline stretching for tens of kilometers without a single stretch of flat sand? The entire Amalfi Coast consists of sheer cliffs, hundreds of meters high, plunging straight into the deep turquoise ocean. The most extraordinary feature of this terrain is the Fiordo di Furore, a massive geological fissure that cleaves the limestone cliffs to form a dramatic sea gorge. Deep blue sea water surges and winds its way deep into the rugged rock face. Spanning the void between two towering limestone cliffs is a natural stone bridge. Waves crash relentlessly against the cliff bases, creating frothy white foam and a roaring sound that echoes through the gorge. The vegetation clinging to these cliffs possesses a tenacious vitality. Patches of maritime pine and countless groves of Amalfi lemons, each the size of a fist, grow precariously on ledges that tilt at near vertical angles. Mediterranean gulls wheel and soar just below your line of sight as you gaze down from the precipitous cliff tops. Viewed from the open sea, the entire coastline appears as a colossal stone wall rising against the sky. The air carries the sharp, stinging saltiness of sea winds driven against the cliffs. The Amalfi Coast is more than just a shoreline. It is a fierce, majestic clash between resilient limestone geology and the tempestuous power of the ocean. Suspended in the Bay of Naples, Capri is a monolithic limestone island rising from the water. featuring extraordinary natural rock arches and a network of caves that glow with a surreal light. The island's most iconic landmarks are the Faraglioni, a trio of towering rock formations rising from the open sea. The central stack, known as the Middle Faraglioni, has been hollowed out by the waves to form a massive natural stone archway standing dozens of meters high. Small boats passing beneath this arch look like tiny leaves against the backdrop of nature's grandeur. These cliffs are the only habitat in the world for the endemic blue-green lizard, a species whose skin color shifts to match the hues of the surrounding sea. Yet, Capri's ultimate marvel lies hidden within a small cavern known as the Grotta Azzurra, or the Blue Grotto. The entrance is so narrow that one must lie flat against the bottom of the boat to squeeze through. Upon entering, the dark interior suddenly illuminates with a shimmering turquoise glow, as if radiating from an invisible energy source deep beneath the water. This phenomenon is created by sunlight piercing through a submerged underwater opening and reflecting upward through the crystal clear water. Anything submerged beneath the surface takes on a shimmering silver sheen, resembling blocks of glass. Standing amidst this mysterious, glowing expanse within the dark heart of the rock, one completely loses all sense of reality in the Grotta Azzurra. If one were to choose a place where the natural landscape is truly extraordinary, the island of Sardinia would be the perfect destination. Prime examples include the natural stone arch of Arco di San Niccolò and the Pan di Zucchero rock tower rising from the open sea. Pan di Zucchero, or sugar loaf, is a colossal limestone monolith standing over 130 meters tall, completely solitary amidst the ocean. Over millions of years, waves and fierce winds have carved deep into the rock, creating two arches that pierce through the base of the tower. From the air, the formation resembles a primordial stone fortress, seemingly forgotten by the earth in the middle of the vast sea. Along the Bone coast lies the Cala Golorizze cliff, a natural, pointed rock spire rising over 100 meters and plunging straight down to waters as turquoise as a gemstone. The sea water here is so crystal clear that one can clearly see coral reefs and schools of sea bream swimming at depths of tens of meters. The rare Eleonora's falcon nests atop these soaring rock spires, gliding through the vast open sky. The natural landscape remains completely pristine, devoid of any trace of urbanization. There is only the sound of waves roaring against underwater caves and the sea wind howling through steep mountain ravines. Sardinia showcases a raw, wild natural beauty that feels entirely cut off from the rest of the world. Pompeii is an ancient Roman city buried by volcanic ash. Its ruins are located in the Campania region. Pompeii appears like a surreal, archaeological vision resting at the foot of the colossal Mount Vesuvius. The very existence of this place represents a harrowing paradox of nature. The entire ancient town and its surrounding ecosystem were completely entombed beneath meters of ash and lapilli following a violent eruption. That layer of toxic ash acted as a perfect natural preservative. As you wander through the ruin, you see cobblestone streets still intact, bearing deep ruts worn by wheels a millennium ago. The stone walls of ancient houses remain standing. Vibrant Pompeian red frescoes depicting mythical creatures retain their original hues on the rough masonry. Overhead, flocks of black crows frequently wheel around the dark crater of Vesuvius in the distance, creating a deeply somber atmosphere. Winds blowing from the Bay of Naples across the open courtyards carry a chill and an eerie sense of emptiness. All of Pompeii resembles a slow-motion film that was suddenly paused mid-scene. Viewed from above, the limestone hills of southern Sicily reveal colossal stone structures standing majestically against the blue sky. This is the Valley of the Temples in Agrigento, home to the finest examples of Doric architecture outside of Greece itself. The most striking feature of this landscape is the Temple of Concordia. This massive stone temple has stood solitary amidst the Mediterranean sun and wind for millennia, weathering earthquakes and storms without ever collapsing. Rows of rugged, oak-wood columns rise to support a solid stone roof, creating a powerful geometric form within the vast open space. The surrounding landscape possesses a distinctively wild and arid character. Ancient olive trees, hundreds of years old with strangely twisted trunks, grow interspersed among the scattered stone ruins. Herds of Gurgentana goats, a breed native to Sicily, distinguished by their long, spiraling, rugged horns, graze leisurely on dry grass at the base of the ancient columns. At sunset, the entire limestone valley begins to glow with a brilliant golden-orange hue. The scene exudes a proud defiance against the passage of time. A massive, snow-white cliff juts out into the deep blue ocean, yet, rather than being rugged or jagged, its form undulates into countless smooth, gentle tiers. Scala dei Turci appears before the eyes like a colossal glacier frozen in time amidst the scorching sun of southern Italy. The entire cliff is composed of marl, a sedimentary rock formed from a blend of clay and calcite that takes on a pristine, brilliant whiteness under the Mediterranean sun. Over millions of years, battered by sea winds and relentless currents, this soft rock formation has been sculpted into rhythmic, undulating curves, stacked layers, resembling a giant staircase leading straight down into the deep sea. The color contrast here is so striking that it overwhelms the senses. The dazzling white of the limestone cliff stands in stark opposition to the translucent turquoise waters lapping at its base. Flocks of Mediterranean gulls frequently perch upon the snow-white ledges, gazing intently out toward the open sea. Beneath the crystal-clear water, dark coral reefs loom into view, creating a unique, graphic-like tableau. As dusk falls, the Scala di Turci cliff begins to absorb the day's final light. The stark white rock shifts to a soft pink before glowing with a warm golden-orange hue, like a solid gold ingot suspended amidst the darkening sea. The scene possesses a wild, solitary, and ethereal quality that defies conventional geological understanding. Situated at an altitude of nearly 1,500 meters within the Apennine Mountain, the Castelluccio di Norcia Plateau is a truly extraordinary ecological phenomenon. It resembles a vibrant, multicolored ocean of flowers, a sight so stunning it feels almost surreal. For most of the year, this area known as the Piano Grande is merely a barren, windswept and chilly clay valley. Yet, when summer arrives, the flat expanse suddenly erupts into a colossal carpet of wild flowers. Wild jasmine, brilliant red poppies, dazzling yellow marigolds, and deep blue cornflowers intermingle, creating a patchwork of colors akin to a giant palette belonging to a deity. The landscape here creates a profound sense of disorientation. Viewed from above, the vast floral valley ripples in the strong winds sweeping down from the stark, gray rocky gorges looming behind it. Herds of long-maned Apennine wild horses gallop across the bloom, creating dynamic, wave-like patterns in the vegetation. The atmosphere is often hazy, filled with thick mountain mists that roll over the hilltops and descend into the brilliant floral basin. The early morning sun pierced the mist, casting brilliant beams of light directly onto the valley's contrasting patches of color. Castelluccio di Norcia stands as a magnificent natural mirage, glowing amidst the ruggedness of the high mountains. Lago di Carezza is known as the Rainbow Lake of the Dolomites, thanks to its surreal, light-refracting qualities. Amidst the dense, dark-hued late coniferous forest, the lake's waters radiate an emerald green glow so clear that one can see the decaying logs resting on the bottom. The lake is fed entirely by underground springs and snowmelt from the jagged limestone peaks towering directly behind it. The landscape's most striking feature is its perfect reflectivity. On windless days, the water becomes a vast glass mirror, flawlessly replicating the jagged, gray spires of the Letma Range within its deep blue depths. The ecosystem surrounding the lake is steeped in an eerie stillness. Towering wild pines stand in straight rows, encircling the water like a solitary, dark green rampart. Occasionally, apenine red deer emerge from the forest edge to drink, creating a tiny, vibrant speck amidst the majestic geological expanse. The sound of a woodpecker echoes through the misty, damp air that seems to weigh upon the senses. Lago di Carezza evokes a profound sense of bewilderment, as the boundary between the actual towering peaks and their reflections in the deep waters becomes completely blurred. A vast, sweeping landscape unfolds before you, where the terrain is far from flat, undulating instead into countless gentle, earthen waves. The Val d'Orcia Valley reveals itself like a surreal oil painting crafted by nature. The topography creates a striking visual effect through the interplay of rolling clay hills and the region's signature cypress trees. Dark green, slender cypresses resembling giant candles stand in perfect rows along the winding paths atop the bare hills. The contrast between the sun-bleached gold of summer wheat fields and the unique emerald green of the cypresses creates a powerful juxtaposition of colors. In the early morning, a spectacular sea of fog blankets the entire valley. A thick, swirling mist fills the lowlands, leaving only solitary hilltops and groves of cypresses visible like islands rising from an ocean of fog. A profound silence fills the air. Occasionally, a Tuscan red fox strolls leisurely along the dew-kissed paths. The slanting light of late afternoon strikes the hillsides, casting shifting patterns of light and shadow that transform by the minute. Val d'Orcia possesses such flawless beauty that your mind might question whether this landscape was meticulously arranged by human hands, rather than shaped by the random artistry of geology. Lake Como is Italy's third largest freshwater lake, distinguished by its inverted Y shape. It is world-renowned for its crystal-clear turquoise waters, magnificent historic villas, and the majestic Alps that embrace it. The lakebed lies 200 meters below sea level, making it one of the deepest lakes in Europe. The surrounding landscape presents a striking contrast between the calm, deep turquoise waters and sheer limestone cliffs towering thousands of meters high that plunge directly into the depths. Snow-capped gray peaks to the north cast their reflections upon the water, creating an atmosphere of profound serenity. Lake Como boasts a unique ecosystem, shaped by a special microclimate sheltered by the surrounding mountains. At the very foot of freezing, snow-capped peaks, tropical flora flourishes in vibrant splendor. Mediterranean palms, deep purple wisteria, and citrus groves heavy with fruit. A flock of snow-white swans swims leisurely offshore, near rugged cliffs. Mountain winds sweeping down from the Alps create gentle ripples and shifting veils of mist that constantly change shape across the water's surface. As evening falls, the cliffs surrounding the lake refract the light, bathing the landscape in a mysterious blue hue. Como exists as a deep glacial gorge, preserving an air of wild, majestic grandeur. If Lake Como exudes an air of haughty elegance, Lake Garda is an oceanic behemoth set deep within the mainland. It is defined by colossal limestone cliffs, carved through by some of the world's most perilous cliff-hugging roads. The northern end of Lake Garda narrows into a steep gorge, where rock walls rising nearly 1,000 meters enclose the brilliant blue waters. The most extraordinary feature of the landscape is the ancient Strada del Ponale, a road hewn directly into the sheer cliff face. Teetering over the precipice, from an aerial perspective, the road appears as a slender gash clinging to the massive rock face, suspended between the sky and the deep waters below. On the arid limestone cliffs, ancient olive trees, centuries old, cling tenaciously to the rock crevices, withstanding constant, gusting winds. The atmosphere in Riva del Garda, at the northern tip, retains a sense of raw, expansive freedom. Mediterranean sunlight streams into the lake, illuminating waters so clear that massive submerged boulders are visible dozens of meters below the surface. Garda displays a geological landscape of such grandeur that it leaves anyone standing before it utterly awestruck. Lake Breise presents a striking contrast between its mirror-like, tranquil waters and the towering limestone cliffs that pierce the sky. This glacial lake is known as the Pearl of the Dolomites. It was formed by meltwater cascading from the massive Croda del Becco peak looming directly behind it. The most surreal aspect of the scenery is the breathtaking stillness of the lake's surface. In the early morning, before the wind picks up, the crystal-clear turquoise water perfectly reflects every fissure on the towering grey cliffs, creating a flawless, symmetrical illusion between the sky and the earth. A small wooden boathouse sitting solitary at the water's edge heightens the sense of isolation amidst the imposing geological surroundings. Dark green pine forests cast their reflections onto waters so clear that one can distinctly see schools of trout swimming meters below the surface. Occasionally, wisps of mist descend from the peaks to partially shroud the cliffs, transforming the landscape into a dreamlike, ethereal stage. The only sounds are the gentle dip of wooden oars against the glassy water and the soft sighing of the wind through the pine boughs. Lago di Breise does not overwhelm with intensity. Instead, it leaves one breathless before a masterpiece of nature's own perfect design. The town perches precariously atop a steep clay rock formation in the heart of a deep, desolate valley. Civita di Bagnoregio appears before you like a fortress suspended in the void, utterly cut off from the world below. The local terrain is the product of relentless erosion spanning millions of years. Groundwater and wind have stripped away the surrounding earth, leaving behind a stark gray clay rock mass with sheer 80-degree cliffs rising defiantly into the air. The only way to reach this isolated enclave is via a slender concrete bridge, hundreds of meters long, stretching from the opposite hillside straight to the base of the precipitous cliff. Ancient stone houses cling to the edge of the abyss, forming a structure that looks incredibly precarious. This natural spectacle is most breathtaking in the early morning. When fog floods the Valle de Calanchi, a thick blanket of mist swallows the bridge and the base of the cliffs, leaving only the hilltop and the ancient town visible, seemingly floating upon a sea of white clouds. A profound silence fills the air, broken only by flocks of wild pigeons circling the dizzying stone balconies. Civita di Bagnoregio stands as a proud, striking feature of the landscape, defying the geological laws of collapse. Pitigliano emerges like a colossal sculpture, carved directly from the heart of an ancient volcano. Thousands of houses cling to the very edge of the precipice. It is a sheer volcanic cliff where the boundary between nature and human creation blurs. Both the cliff face and the dwellings are hewn from volcanic rock specifically, the distinctive ochre hued tufa stone. Foundations were not laid in the conventional manner. Instead, structures were hollowed directly into the vertical rock face. Natural caves were transformed into cellars, while stone walls were extended upwards to form the homes. From a distance, the entire city resembles a formidable rampart rising from the lush green forests of the Maremma region. Within the city lies a labyrinth of steep, narrow, and rugged alleyways. Balconies perch precariously on the brink of deep ravine, overlooking the Lente River Valley, where rushing waters surge through dense foliage. High above, hawks scour the rocky crevices for prey, casting swift, dark shadows across the ancient yellow stone walls. Pitigliano stands as a magnificent architectural marvel, boldly challenging the mind through the very substance of its volcanic geology. Italy is, in itself, a feast of captivating landscapes. Yet Cinque Terre offers a completely different definition of romance. Imagine a coastline bathed in Mediterranean sunlight, where rugged limestone cliffs are softened in appearance. They are blanketed by thousands of vibrantly colored houses. The 5 villages appear like a shimmering ribbon of color, a breathtaking harmony between human craftsmanship and the vast ocean. Viewed from above, the landscape is as poetic as a scene from a fairy tale. Charming houses in soft pastel hues are gracefully stacked along the rocky slopes. Their small windows open wide to the endless sea, while cascading purple bougainvillea blooms mingle with the ancient tiled roofs. Fragrant citrus groves, heavy with fruit, release a sweet aroma that blends with the salty tang of the sea breeze. The rhythm of nature here is gentle, like a slow, romantic melody. Crystal clear waters lap softly against the ancient rocks, and turquoise-painted wooden boats bob gently on the calm waves. Above, terraced fields curve gracefully along the mountainside, soaking up the golden sunlight that pours down from the lush green peaks. The evening glow bathes the vast expanse in pink. The colorful villages shine brilliantly one last time before fading into the deep blue of the night sea. This unique and poetic setting leaves a profound impression of a reality that is truly gentle and enchanting. Italy has a way of making us question the very reality of the world around us. Jagged cliffs, crystal clear lakes, and cities rising from the heart of volcanoes. It all resembles a visual illusion, orchestrated to absolute perfection. If you could immerse yourself in one of these surreal settings, which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments below.